Family. Coronavirus, alive and well. Quarantine bandit here. I'm here. Just got through doing some music with my guitars and my bass. It's all good, man. Something strange happened to me today. Take my glasses off. Something strange happened to me today. My life got threatened by a family member. Who disagreed. Not even a disagreement. I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to my aunt. And my aunt, she's a new Facebook subscriber. She's an older woman. She's in her late 60s. And so she's on Facebook now. I don't have a Facebook page because I think Facebook is a bunch of crap right now. Only certain messages are allowed to get out, without your page being ruined or taken down or flagged. Just like YouTube, they flag your stuff. You have people out there who will flag you for speaking truth. Because in today's world, it doesn't matter about what's right and what is the truth. Everything is about feelings and how you feel. So I understand that. Like I said, they buried my cousin Friday. And I called my aunt. And her son and my other cousin was there at the house visiting her and everything. I called because I call my aunt all the time. I was raised a great deal of my life around her. I didn't have any male leadership in my house in my life growing up. That's why I always tell people that it took me 20 years to become a man because I was raised by women. And when I finally was awakened out of the matrix, I finally became a man, having principles and morals and boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Having bravery and and not being scared and in fear. Once I got that manhood, I don't fear death. I know what it is to be a man. See, I never had that. And so my aunt was asking me about things on Facebook, and we got into the Donald Trump thing, and she was asking me about this and that, and every question she asked me, I gave her answers based on fact. It wasn't about my emotions or how I feel and all that. It was factual based. She wanted to know why I support Donald Trump. And she gave me all this emotional rhetoric about how she feel about him. She feels he's a racist. She kept talking about he don't like black people. He talk about Hispanic people. He is insensitive and he says this and says that. And my question to her was, as the President of the United States, what have he put in place for as what did he implement into law and policy that will affect black people negatively? And I was quiet. Her son, well, my aunt went through this whole rant about he is prejudiced and blah, 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 and Trump this and Trump that. She didn't answer the question. So, my cousin, which is my first cousin, that's in his 50s, and I'm telling this story because this is prevalent in the black community. He grabbed the phone from his mom, a 53-year-old man, and he cursed me out and threatened my life. Told me to get off the effing phone. Get off the effing phone. You're running my mom's blood pressure up. Don't nobody want to hear this S-I-H-S-H-I-T. He was screaming and yelling like a kid. not knowing if he had any common sense. I can't run up his mom's blood pressure. Only she can do that. I'm hundreds of miles away. How can I run up her blood pressure? And not only that, she was ranting to me about why I should hate Trump. And every time I came back with a fact. And the problem was is she had me on speakerphone. So everybody can hear it. So now they're the victim. I'm the bully. I'm picking on them when I was put on speakerphone. Okay? And I was answering questions that was asked to me. But because I didn't give the answer that they wanted to hear, my life was put in jeopardy. My cousin told me he will slit my throat. He would come and kill me. He would give, the words he used was not only that. He said that he would give me a dirt nap. He's black and he's my family. So if my own family can threaten my life based on an ideology, how in the hell is Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, Milwaukee, Minnesota, Atlanta, where I'm from, and Louisiana, and California, and Seattle, and all these places, if your own family would threaten your life over ideology, then how in the hell the black community is going to thrive? It won't thrive. It won't, because it's ran by women and it's ran by emotion. I'm talking about black people here. I don't want to hear about white privilege. I don't want to hear that, because you don't have the Jews running around talking about white privilege. You don't have the Hispanics running around talking about white privilege. You don't have Chinese and Japanese and any other people talking. You don't even have the African people running around here talking about white privilege. But we have black people in this country that have the money to build several Wall Streets and won't do it. There's a bunch of land in this nation that nobody wants, that prominent black people can buy. Tyler Perry got an island. See, he get away from you Negroes. He'll build his studio. He got one in Atlanta. I've been by there, and I commend him on his success. He worked hard. He did it the right way. The problem I have with Tyler Perry is that he won't tell his own people that you can do the same thing. He treat black people like they're victims. Oprah Winfrey, Gayle King, they treat black people like they're victims, while at the same time sanctioning young black males to go to prison. They don't fight for you. When I can sit up there and get threatened by my own family that I grew up with, that I've never done harm to, what do you think the average black man or young boy or young girl in a hood, in a urban area, what do you think they deal with? And I have my own place. I got my own cars. I got my own bank account. And my life is threatened by family. And you want me to believe that black lives matter? How the hell black lives matter when we're not even allowed to wear a Trump hat and feel safe? But the same people that will threaten your life for wearing a Trump hat tell you that they don't have rights and they fighting for rights while telling you you don't have the right. These are emotions, people. They won't deal with the number one problem in the black community, and that's the absence of fathers, male leadership. Women won't keep their damn legs closed. They have kids by thugs and hoodlums. They don't even save themselves for someone good. You know why? Because the teaching in the black community is by a woman that says everybody deserves love. They push you out there. They tell the boys, when he gets a certain age, he don't have a girlfriend, he must be gay. Go get you a girlfriend. I don't never see you with no girlfriends. Then now that boy feels like he's not a man. So now he go out there and get with some tramp. Now he's a baby daddy. All because mama, auntie, sister, all these damn women done said everything that's making him feel less than a man. Women that, you have young girls out here today, young ladies. They get a certain age, you have women look at them. You ain't got no kid? This is insane. Now, you know, I talk to YouTube, and you have a lot of content creators on here, and they do this, and they say hit the Cash App and all that, and I'm fine. I ain't in nobody's pocket. But let me tell you something right here. I'm not coming on YouTube to get any money from you. None. I work for a living. I have my dreams and aspirations. I don't have to beg nobody for nothing. But if you have a business in anything, you should be compensated. I believe in capitalism. I'm sick of people talking about you just doing this to make some money. Every man should be working to make some money. Stop telling people what they doing to make money. Anytime a man get up in the morning to go out into the world, his focus should be making some money. I'm sick of this. You holler white privilege, but then when a man go out and try to make some money, or he try to stay home and get a YouTube page or a Facebook page, whatever he's doing to generate his money, and you have black people tell them, you don't care about nobody. The only reason you doing this is to make some money. Well, by your logic, that's what a therapist do it for. Psychiatrist, a therapist. They don't do it just because they got bills to pay. I'm on YouTube, and I don't even have no Patreon. I don't have no Cash App. And I'm talking real. I've made videos. Right now, I'm not getting a lot of views because I'm not known. That don't offend me. I'm not in my feelings or emotions because I'm not getting views as fast as I want. I want the person that is going through something in life right now that feel helpless. There's a lot of young men out there that don't have a man talking direct to them, letting them know. Unlearn the crap that's been taught to you. My rise will come. You got to look at the bigger picture. I'm the kind of man that think 10, 15, 20 years from now. I am not a woman. I'm not looking to get crumbs out of people. And I also know I need an army. I need people to think how I think, logically. You can't sit there and threaten someone's life because you don't agree with them. And I don't care how much I disagree with my own family, I would never threaten their life. This is the problem. You have mothers out there right now in the black community where they say white people don't care. Go on Google and Google how many children have been killed by their black mom in the past 3 years. I don't even have to say 5. But if you want to do that, fine. Type it in. How many black men have killed their children and how many black women have killed their children. That's why I'm against Black Lives Matter. When that woman put them damn 2 kids in that oven and then called the police and said her sister did or a babysitter did it. When the black woman cut the kid's head off, put the daughter in the freezer and had the kid in the freezer for 2 years, that was a black woman. In New York, the black woman stabbed the daughter in the head, was laughing and giggling about it. See, they ask what's wrong with her. They'll ask what's wrong with these women. What happened to her to make her do that? But they won't ask a man. A man do something, they don't want to know what's going on with him. They don't want to know if he got psychological problems or mental problems. Fry him. Because there's no respect for a man. A man can even tell his son, I don't want you to be gay. I'm raising you to be a man. I'm raising you to be a husband for a nice young lady. I want you to have a family so my lineage can continue on. But he's not allowed to say that because that's considered homophobic and insensitive. And you got men out there going along with this. And I'm tired of it. Am I mad at my cousin? No, I'm not, because I know he never had a father. All he had is feminine energy in his life. He thinks like a woman. He's sensitive like a woman. He got emotions just like a woman. Am I mad? No, but I'm a man, and I'm going to remain a man, and I'm going to move as a man. It don't make no sense that you have these young boys out here killing each other, and these women, these weave-wearing women out here that look like men and act like men, they hostile like men, and then their sons and their fathers and their brothers die in the streets. And all they do is get up there in front of a camera and fake cry over your death, black man. That's what they do. And I'm sick of it. All I'm asking for is cooperation out of a woman. See, I understand where it stems from with my cousin. He didn't get on the phone and conversate with me peacefully and rationally. He got on the phone and threatened my life, yelling at me, called me all kind of names, MFers. He called me all kind of N-words. And at that point, it wasn't even about his mother's blood pressure. Because why would you react that way over a feeling you're having if you're concerned about your mother's high blood pressure? You wasn't concerned because you would have done that with ease. You could have got on the phone and said anything to me, and it would have been fine. Okay, I'll talk to Auntie later. I understand. Y'all have a good day. How was, everything? How's everything? Okay, you been all right? And that could have been it. He got on the phone and went straight for the jugular. A family member, someone I grew up with. But you got Black Lives Matter in the street talking about Black Lives Matter. No male leadership. No male leadership. And I'm sick of it. It's insane. And then they look at you like there's a problem with you. They throw all these little words out there. Agree to disagree. Anything they don't want to talk about that deal with facts, they don't want to talk about it. That's sensitive. But if you're twerking some doggone where, if you're twerking or talking about weave all down to your behind, butt all poked out in every video, while the kids over there with no dad, that's okay. Black boys right now, they expected to act a straight butthole. If they try to have any type of cooperation in their movements, to just move as a masculine male, that's shot down. It's better today for a man to be a fruit. It's better for a man today to put on a dress. He will be accepted. Because the women in the community will not be held accountable by a guy that's trying to be them. There'll be no accountability. Will you love? I had a question asked to me by my own family. Would you love your son if your son came home gay? I'm a single father. You damn right I'm going to be disappointed. I'm raising him to be a man. I'm raising him to one day be someone's husband, provider. He secures that woman. There is a girl out there somewhere that's being groomed for my son. And guess what? I want to bring a great product out there that's going to be a leader in that household. I don't want to talk about feelings. And what you do in your bedroom is your business. I don't care. But I have the right as a man to say I don't want my son out there with men. I don't want my son playing dress up in women clothes. I have a right. And if you say that the LGBTQ have the right to do what they're doing, I have the right to raise my son because I feed him and clothe him and put a roof over his head. Who are you to tell me how I should feel about that? So what I'm saying is, my cousin threatened my life today. And I do feel some type of way about it, but I'm not emotional about it. I understand where it comes from. Some people grow, some people don't. But I can remove myself from the situation. And right now, the way I feel, and the way I'm thinking now, not even just feelings, because I hate that the way I feel crap. Based on the factual thing, somebody threatening your life, with all the killing going on in this country today, you have to disassociate yourself. You can't be like, oh, that's family. You have to remove yourself. And this ain't the first time this have happened with this certain person. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people dead in the ground trying to make something work that won't work. Sometimes you have to move on. So the quarantine bandit, on this day, have moved on. And I only associate myself with logical people. And I will only associate myself with cooperative women. I'm tired. I'm madness, and all this fake outrage. I'm tired. I'm done. So this is the Quarantine Bandit. And I just came to let you know, because you know what? Somebody out there in La La Land probably going through this right now. And might come across my video and listen to my video and will be unafraid to disassociate with madness. Whether it's blood or not. Disconnect. Because it'll save your life. Like I like to say on all my videos, I'm not the most articulate man, but I know what I see. Corona Bandit out.